Hello, and welcome back to Cardano Coin, where we bring you the most recent and intriguing ADA news. We're giving away 1,000 ADA to those who are watching. All you have to do is upvote, subscribe, comment Cardano is king and watch the video to the end to be eligible. The winners will be picked next month and publicized on the community page of the channel. The logic behind Michael Saylor's argument is rather clear. He is an executive chairman with a 10-digit net worth and thinks that holding Bitcoin for the long term is the best course of action. What is going on with other cryptocurrencies then? Is there another coin that shares this exceptional quality with the most valuable cryptocurrency? Although the founder and CEO of MicroStrategy are increasingly focused on Bitcoin, the company is technically referred to as an enterprise software company. The corporation has spent approximately $4 billion and more than 129,000 Bitcoins as a result of this concentration during the last 2 years. But MicroStrategy is not purchasing Bitcoin with cash it just happened to have laying around. Instead, the majority of it was borrowed. Due to the dramatic decline in the price of Bitcoin, one of its debts is in jeopardy. This does not appear to be the company's main worry, though. All MicroStrategy owners should remember what the legendary investor Warren Buffett once said: the market is generally concerned about probable margin calls for MicroStrategy. Here is the sphere's context, then. The corporation declared on March 29, 2022, that it had obtained a $205 million loan from Silvergate Capital to purchase Bitcoin, and that it had also pledged Bitcoin as collateral for the loan. Additionally, it was mentioned during a conference call to discuss the financial ramifications of this choice for the first quarter of 2022, that the company would face a margin call if the price of Bitcoin plummeted to its all-time low. Naturally, this statement generated headlines. Only a small fraction of his Bitcoin assets were used as collateral for the loan made by MicroStrategy. A Saylor once said in an interview that the primary use of time is to figure out how to buy more Bitcoin. Investors, however, have a very other query. What is MicroStrategy's strategy for using Bitcoin? For billions of dollars, Michael Saylor has purchased the maximum amount of Bitcoin. Even at $25, Warren Buffett will not purchase Bitcoin. Buffett said, "I wouldn't take it because what would I do with it?" during a shareholders' meeting. In any case, I'd have to sell it back to you. Although there are a lot of novel uses for cryptocurrencies in the Web3 sector, Warren Buffett has no plans to use Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency for innovative uses. If MicroStrategy's only goal is to preserve its purchasing power, what does it plan to do with the enormous sums of cash that have been poured into Bitcoin up to this point, when the majority of the cryptocurrency market has had a difficult decade, losing more than 50% of its value by 2020? The Fed did not make things any better either. Investors have shied away from taking risks as a result of its aim to rapidly raise interest rates in order to curb inflation. Even if it may seem obvious, Michael Saylor is still a very strong and prominent businessman who believes in the long-term viability of Bitcoin. Well, in December 2022, the corporation finally encountered his problems. Although the company's December losses were not directly related to the price of Bitcoin, the stock price movements were closely related to the sharp declines in the value of the FTX token and Solana to all coins, which were at the root of the financial collapse of the Foot crypto exchange. Simply said, the aftermath from the FTX scandal, which hurt other sectors of the crypto business, profoundly concerned MicroStrategy investors and continues to do so. The corporation never participated in the FTX debacle because, like me, it thinks that only Bitcoin is worthwhile to hold. Many investors are not very happy with his cryptocurrency plan right now, especially the part where he refers to the cryptocurrencies as securities, but he could wind up looking like a genius if and when Bitcoin's price skyrockets again. Charles Hoskinson, CEO of IOG and founder of Cardano, responded to a Saylor's ridiculous assessment of the security of Cardano ADA last year. Saylor had, predictably, defined Bitcoin as a commodity and bluntly referred to ADA as security. Saylor stated in an interview with Altcoin Daily that for a network to be considered a commodity, there cannot be an issuer, an ICO, or a central authority. If you look at Cardano's history, it's quite clear that it is a security because it satisfies all of these requirements. Therefore, I'm not sure how you could possibly persuade yourself logically that it's something other than a security. Hoskinson answered his assertion in an AMA session, pointing out that Cardano is not only more decentralized than Bitcoin but also has more applications in the real world than the leading cryptocurrency. The situation became rather nasty once he made the point that Bitcoin's primary use case is speculation, particularly after Hoskinson used crude language to refer to the Bitcoin maximalist. In actuality, he claimed, nobody has any control over ADA, making it much more decentralized than Bitcoin. It is more practical and useful. People purchase their tokens for other reasons than speculation, which is the only activity permitted with Bitcoin. They purchase the token since it is useful in real life and can be used for things, medical records, and other things. So there's the security, but the crypto that allows for speculation as the only option is not. Hoskinson further noted that Michael had stated that ALA was investing heavily in Bitcoin and that it had to succeed, since the Cardano founder feared going bankrupt if it didn't. Michael also sought to further dispel any rumors that ADA might be regarded as a security. Charles Hoskinson pointed out that the SEC could decide at any time to target any cryptocurrency asset. The founder of Cardano stated in another YouTube AMA session that this is the issue with regulation through enforcement, as every given Sunday, there will be a heated argument over who the regulators choose. Additionally, he emphasized that ADA is not even close to being a security. But he didn't think twice to point out the potential results if the SEC decides to treat ADA like a security. He claims that nothing in the history of Cardano, from the beginning to the point at where he is now, to the fact that the network is entirely decentralized, and so forth, has ever felt this secure. He continued by saying that, if the SEC were to view ADA as a security, the same scenario might be applied to other prominent cryptocurrencies like Ethereum and Bitcoin. But as time went on, he realized that only the ADA community has the authority to decide whether Cardano lives or dies, not the American regulatory body. I've heard rumors that the Ripple case will be resolved by December 15th, Hoskinson remarked in response to the cryptocurrency litigation between Ripple and the SEC. Let's just see, that could in any case have disastrous effects on the sector, but you just keep going. It's also important to note that the creator of Cardano has never agreed with Bitcoin maximalists. He replied to Michael Saylor in this manner. They are, in his opinion, a collection of toxic, useless people. His responses have always been blunt, and he never passes up the chance to respond. When the vessel's hard fork was experiencing delays or in reaction to criticism, a similar scenario was drawn. He said that he was unable to firmly fork the vessel. Charles Hoskinson of Cardano noted in a tweet that he was unable to force the vessel's hard fork, illustrating the decentralization of Bitcoin's blockchain. A maximalist known as @BTC_Brian_21 said that because of Hoskinson's purported centralization, the entire amount of ADA tokens might be changed at any time. Hoskinson, though, has until tomorrow to alter that 45 million. Cardinal is the one who decides that the maximum number of ADA tokens is capped at 45 million, after Ethereum was burning coins earlier this year. However, the opponent claims that since the monetary policy of the blockchain is so flexible, nothing could prohibit the founder of Cardano from changing that. However, Hoskinson specifically rejected such a proposal, tweeting that Bitcoin maximalists are beyond stupid, and I can't even force a vessel hard fork and everyone wants it. Additionally, the founders of Cardano made a few comments regarding Bitcoin maximalist as they are constantly looking for new methods to criticize Cardano ADA. If you talk to a Bitcoin person, you will learn that there is regrettably a lot of maximalism in our sector. They claim that Bitcoin is the sole genuine currency and that all other coins are worthless. In reference to Cardano ADA, the demand for Hoskinson's Manda Rising has been fervently met. He said that when institutional investors become aware of the need to advance and adopt proof-of-stake systems, Cardano will become a more appealing choice. We believe that we should receive the majority of these allocations, he claimed, adding that this advantage gives Donald an advantage over its rivals. The CEO of MicroStrategy has no plans to quit accumulating Bitcoin anytime soon, considering his outstanding tenacity and dedication, regardless of the company's spiraling losses. Hoskinson is relentless, and Cardano is as well. The network's success is heavily reliant on his brilliant methods and the barrage of outstanding updates that are soon to be released. Yes, the goal will always outweigh the means. Of course, what do you think about this? Let's discuss them below in the comment area. In the following video, we'll see you. Check out our other videos to see how Cardano is fulfilling his desire to be the Ethereum killer, but before that. And as always, remember to click the notification buttons and subscribe.